The bad weather has taken our attention away from the issue that's really affecting us. One medical professional has devoted his life to the impending zombie apocalypse. If you want to survive, you better listen up, my friends. Welcome, Dr. Dale Ceslik. You're welcome.
Good evening.
Dr. Dale, talk me through the actual virus and what happens if you get it. How does the whole process of zombification work?
Okay, so you get the virus, and you die, and you rise again. The zombies could start anywhere at all. You've got to keep your eyes open at all times for when they may arise, and you've got to look for the warning signs.
Such as?
Dead people walking.
How does a zombie, because it's a virus, right, that you get to become a zombie. It's not like get a vampire biting the neck.
Well, it could be any one of several things.
It could be a bite, or it could be an airborne virus.
An airborne virus, it could be a bite. It could be genetic, like radiation or magic space dust. It could be a parasite. It could be supernatural. There's many different ways.
Magic space dust is the worst.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You may or may not know this, but we owe some people, boring people in Brussels, quite a lot of money, about €85 billion. Is there any point in paying it back, or will we be eaten by zombies?
There is absolutely no point in paying it back whatsoever, because inevitably the undead will rise, and it'll be a waste of time anyway, because money will lose all value.
Do you think you'll be our leader when the zombie apocalypse
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, after all the research you've done.
Yeah.
Do you know what? With the amount of crap that's going on with banks and money, I actually believe you.
There we go, converted. This is what we're here for. This is why we do the seminars, this is why we've got the book, so that we can convert people like you to our way of thinking.
And I, for one, welcome our new zombie overlords. They could do a better job than the crowd that are in the moment.
To be honest with you, he's far shallower than that. He's just looking forward to actually eating another human.
What's the best weapon?
The best weapon?
Yeah.
Weapon is down to personal choice. We would never tell you what weapon to use, because if we said a broadsword was the best weapon, if a dwarf got hold of it, they'd fall over. So we would never tell you what weapon to use.
I've seen several documentaries about these zombies, Night of the Living Dead and such like. Well, say the zombies start in America, because they're always set in America. How do the zombies get to the rest of the world if they're in America and they're dead?
Well, if it starts in America, then hopefully it will stay in America.
All right.
I mean, we watched another documentary, 28 Days Later. That started in the UK, and it stayed in the UK up until the point that it infected Paris.
Right. Does the VHI Plan B cover...
Dr. Dale, 28 Days Later is not strictly a documentary, is it?
Well, it's a training video, if you will.
Why how come the traditional zombie is the slow plodding zombie, or with the most traditional kind of with occasional saying brains?
No.
Yeah,
Incorrect.
schoolboy error.
Again,
Is that
another
racism?
error. Yeah.
Is that racism against zombies?
No, it's not, because zombies don't eat brains.
But you have to kill a zombie by destroying their brain.
There we go. Yeah, that's rule number 2.
You're so dead. I am on the money.
So hang on, but this is something that you take quite seriously, because you've had seminars in Ireland, you've best-selling books on this. You know, this
Absolutely, yeah.
Where did your zombie interest start?
Well, I realised that eventually I would have to save the world. You know, I had an epiphany moment, and I realised that I would save the world. And there are people doing a lot of different things to save the world. There's people talking about global warming.
That nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas there's nobody really focusing their entire life's work to zombies and the survival thereof. And I do eventually want a statue built of me. So that is why.
You have a school of survival, right?
Yeah.
And in the school of survival, because you don't have any zombies there at the moment, because the zombie apocalypse hasn't come yet. How do you study the effects of zombies? Who do you use?
The homeless. They don't mind. They don't, no, yeah, they'll do anything for a sandwich. It's okay.
And what sort of work have you done on the homeless then?
Well, what we tend to do is we tend to drug them first so that they will emulate a zombie. We found that uppers and downers at the same time create that kind of... that'll work to make them react like zombies. And then we test theories on how to escape them, how to evade them, how to fortify against them. We don't try killing them because that would be morally wrong in this age. Some of them do die, obviously, but we do use their rotting corpses to test how quickly a corpse will rot.
Right. Is there zombie kittens and puppies and do animals get
That's a good point.
do zombie cows or
No.
No.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, in Resident Evil, it does show zombie dogs and zombie crows. And it may mutate if it is a virus, like you say. If it is a virus, it may mutate, much like that humans can catch bird flu and swine flu. If it's a human virus, it may mutate to the animals. So it's all a case of whether they can catch human diseases.
So, in a zombie apocalypse, the best place to be, why is it they're always in the city? That's surely the worst place to be in a zombie apocalypse, because that's where the most people are. Therefore, that's the place where the most zombies are going to be. So the best place to be is in the countryside, away from people.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Excellent. So you make your way out of town as soon as there's a zombie apocalypse.
But you have a longer commute.
No.
Oh, that's true.
No. As soon as there's a zombie apocalypse, you wait 2 or 3 weeks before you move out of town.
Oh, right.
So where do you go immediately?
Well, for example, if the zombie apocalypse were to start now, right now, while we're here, well, where would you go?
I know where I go.
Where?
A cemetery.
Cemetery is good, but not immediately.
I go to Dolores O'Riordan's house because with her tanks and her bombs in her head, zombies. She has the song that would save us. Are there friendly, like, you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost? Is there a friendly zombies?
No, Jesus, are you not listening to him?
What about the
I
Michael...
think surely can't you just go old school? Get as many weapons as you can get your hands on. Lock yourself into a boozer.
You could, but technically, when the zombie apocalypse begins, if it happened now, then you'd stay here. Because you wouldn't go out on the streets, because there would be a lot of stupid people getting killed. And you want to avoid the stupid people till all the stupid people are dead. So you'd stay here for 2 or 3 weeks. Technically, we call it thinking fast. Fortify arms, sustain yourself, and work as a team.
Who'd win in a fight between a zombie and a vampire?
Technically, a vampire would win unless it was a horde of zombies, because vampires wouldn't become infected, because they don't have a bloodstream.
Right, of course, Jesus, so stupid.
So how long would a zombie live if it was left to its own devices and it could bite enough people?
If it was a dead zombie, rather than a live infected, which isn't really a zombie, but if it was a dead zombie, anywhere up to 12 months, depending on the conditions.
How do you kill a zombie then? I know it's to the back. Is it you shoot them in the head?
Destroy the brain.
Okay.
Yeah. Who goes to your seminars?
Everybody. We've had
Scientists, men of reason.
yeah, absolutely. We've had
Businessmen.
people. We've had people as young as 3 who have been learning with us.
If a family member is infected with the zombie virus, will they have a moment when they're just about to eat maybe a brother, sister, mother and go, "It's you"? And will they do they have any emotion?
No, absolutely not. It's important as well.
It's not you. It's a zombie.
Within your family, like you say, if you have a family member who's bitten, the people that you're surviving the zombie apocalypse with, you want to ensure they're the kind of people who aren't stupid enough to get bitten. So it's important, if you are in the family home with your family and a zombie apocalypse starts, to ensure you have the correct team, you need to kill the stupid members of your family immediately. If it was just you 5, and a zombie apocalypse started now, who would you kill?
It's been lovely to work with you, man.
Well, I can tell you something, I'll kill every zombie on the planet before they get you, sir. I'll be willing to take a bite from one of their satanic teeth in the hump for you.
This is Dr. Dale's Zombie Dictionary, the A to Z guide to staying alive. If you're worried, if you're concerned about what you've heard here tonight, we can only recommend that you get this book. I guarantee your survival. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dale. Dr. Dale, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.